All right, so hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Jose. As I was talking through the whole, like I had 8 minutes, I thought I was actually recording, but I wasn't. So anyways, did you know that you can actually combine other modalities with astrology? Yes, you can. Um, and I've told people in my circles that they could use if they do Akashic, if they trust their intuition, if they use some of their psychic abilities or their clairs, it does work because it makes it more fun. Plus, it's an ego booster. You can do that. Um, so like there's one time just actually it's happened several times, but you can use other modalities. And what that does is it provides some details that you may not be able to see, like for example, past life stuff or the current life that they're in, somehow how they're dealing with now, how they're dealing with their life now, what their current situation is. That's kind of you might see that in a progression chart, but somehow spirit or guides or whatever universe will give you some sort of guidance like, okay, maybe they're meant to know this right now. So in a way, even though if you don't, let's say if you're aware of progression charts, for example, there's different types. Um, then, but you're just reading a natal chart, all of a sudden you get this sort of future thing. That's normal. It happens in any reading. So why not astrology? So, um, right? So it's the same thing, basically. You're just seeing it through the stars. There are other things that you might be able to get through the charts that through a different modality that you might not be able to get in a regular astrology chart, like even up to like the 9 planets. Was it how many planets? The basic ones. Um, so yeah, so that can happen. But at the same time, because I've seen it happen time and time again, and it's just like, but this is why I do asteroids. So by the way, for those who don't know, welcome to my channel. Sorry, I forgot to mention. My name is Jose. I do a bunch of things like micro astrology. I coin it micro astrology, where I work with over 100 to 150 asteroids. Many astrologers today do not do that, sadly, because they feel um, that it's probably like too much work. Well, I don't know. I like it, but it's not insignificant. I think it provides so much detail that you won't get in a regular astrology chart. For example, in my chart itself, um, my fourth house, I have Mercury's Uranus conjunction square moon. It's actually also square my south node. But then I didn't know that when I had this other asteroid called Balder, it's a he's a Norse god. He was about fame and short-lived things. Like I call him the god of what is that? Bubblegum god or something like what is that? Um what was it? Um Something where you that their fame lasts only a short time. That's Balder. Okay. He's also about things like shots or being shot, firearms, guns. That's also Mars, right? Sure, yes. But nowhere in the chart showed that it's something to do with my past life. It's square my south node, so that's a past life thing. But before I before I didn't see that, I didn't know that I was shot in the head. I could have been shot in the head. There was a possibility. And then come this reading that I got from this love interest, right? When he said that something happened with the head or something like that in a past life. I think he speculates that he's some sort of injury. And I told him, yeah, I was shot in a past life. So that's why I have this thing here as well. I have a sensitivity to hearing, sensitivity to sound. So it's like boom, kaboom sort of thing, right? So that explained that. So anyways, but you might never know. You might get that in an actual reading when you're doing an astrology chart, but then all of a sudden you get this sort of your clairaudience comes through. Something about a shot, right? So you never know what you're going to get. So, but if you don't use other modalities, that's totally fine. You can use it. So that's my main point in this whole video. But let me know in the comments down below if you have any experiences regarding all this stuff. Mixing modalities with astrology. That's fun stuff. I think that's a good way to give the reading, because what matters is about how you give the reading, not so much about how you know. We're moving away from that whole um overly egoic stuff. You need to develop healthier egos so that, it's like, okay, good to be proud of yourself for the hard work you put in, but let's not stress too much about it. Sorry. I'm kind of itchy today. I'm applying lotion on my skin. But that's about it. Thank you very much for watching as I distract myself with lotion. Um, and yeah, again, if you have any comments, connect. I'd love to hear from your experiences, what you got. And also don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, I love lotion. Thank you so much. I might make a video about lotion. I don't know. There are asteroids tied to lotion, by the way. So pretty sure. Yes, there are. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.